You had something else for me, Doug?
Just right here. Look at that. Can you read that?
What does that say? 2000 Country Coach Magna.
I've got what could be the cheapest, but yet really good country coach for somebody.
Not cheapest, right?
Well, why not? Let's use the cheapest.
Exceptional value. Quality.
I'm going to let you decide what the value is on this one. There's the keys. Go check that out. All
right, we'll take a look at that one.
Cool machine. We got that from an old gentleman. How do I say this? He was liquidating his assets because he had a cancer diagnosis, I should say.
He's looking to simplify his life.
That's a good way to say. He was looking to simplify his life and wanted us to buy that because he knew, again, just like that marathon, it would go to a great home. And you're here. The coach has actually been here all summer. My guys were actually using it. I let them use it all summer to go out and enjoy. And they're actually really high on the coach, and I want to see what you think about it.
All right.
It's nothing special.
No, it is something special. And the best thing about any RV is to be used.
It's used.
You got to use it. All right, so Doug says just on the other side of this Dutch Star. Oh, 2 Dutch Stars over here. Now, truth be told, I'm supposed to be doing a walkthrough delivery on this 1999 Liberty Classic. Remember that one? It's beautiful. But I think I got a little bit of time. Sure enough, here it is. It's calling it a 2001 Country Coach Magna. And my first impressions are, besides the paint peeling, or the clear peeling, it's kind of a nice looking unit. I should be so lucky to work for Doug and be able to use this whenever I wanted to. Be a lot easier to just use somebody else's RV to live in. Now, I'm just told that I think it has a cat in it. I don't know what size engine. So let's see if we can't open the back here. Oh, yes, it does have a side radiator on it. So it is already going to be nice. Not that the Magna shouldn't have given it away. Sheesh, look at that. We got a C10. And they swear to me that this fires up without any problem, not having to worry about turning the batteries on or off. We'll go ahead and test that theory. I also want to point out the roof on these. I know I've shown it before. This is a 2001, and it's absolutely baffling to me that Country Coach figured this out over 20 years ago, that you can make a one-piece cap that fits over the entire roof without having a seam on the front or rear cap, making one big monolith of a roof. In fact, it all comes all the way to the front right here. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. What baffles me a little bit more than that is a lot of these travel trailers and fifth wheels, they're trying to be luxury high-end ones for selling more than this probably did originally, still have a membrane roof on them. At the bare minimum, for that kind of money, we should be expecting a fiberglass gel coat roof just like that on towables. All right, first thing I don't like to see, I don't really like these Bargman locks. That's a personal preference from me, but it does look like it's probably a metal door with a little bit of electrolysis going on. So there's good and bad to that, but yeah, I don't like these striker bolts right there on those latches. Before we go inside, let's see if we can't take a look at the tires. Oh, 3323. Unfortunately, whoever installed the tires didn't give me a date code on the outside of either side, but they are Toyos just like the front tires are. We'll leave it to Doug to tell us if they're just as new. I assume that they probably are, because I think this came up from Florida, and he's been letting his crew drive it, so I doubt he's going to give them with bad tires on it. And this does have one slide-out room on it. It's a big slide-out room. All right, let's go ahead and see what the mileage is. What? This is a nice looking coach too. I feel like I drove one of these down to Tucson. Huh, look at that custom carpet made in there. You know, a lot of people are starting to make their own custom carpets too. Oh, the keys are in here. Ugh. All right, so the Dash AC blower fan has some bad bearings on it. It looks like we're at 175,956 miles. So barely broken. Fired right up. I didn't have to disconnect anything or connect anything. This is nice, guys. Even the seat that I'm sitting in, it's very comfortable. Overstuffed, upholstery's in great condition. A little bit of wear on the passenger seat there and on the back here. But you can get wheel well covers. Looks like you can get some nice wheel covers on it. And somebody came up with their own solution, just like I did, for the driver's cup holder. I know everybody loves Country Coach's. I don't think that's supposed to be there. I think it's just going to be on the floor. I don't know that I would trust that. But a lot of people like the snack tray from Country Coach. All right, so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. If anything, I'm seeing a RV that was taken care of by their previous owner, and I love seeing that. All right, that Cat C10 purring along. No problem with that one. Yeah, I mean, it's really just the clear that looks like it's peeling. A little bit of checking in the darker paint there. I'm not seeing any delamination in the sidewalls that I can see yet. Another concern I always have about these era of Country Coaches is the fitment of the windshield. A lot of times I'll see them bulging at the bottom. It looks like this one's bulging a little bit right there, but it did make the trip all the way from Florida. So we're gonna probably call that good. I don't know, I even like how it has a little visor on the windshield. All right, so cosmetically, it's a little rough, but I've seen a lot worse than this. And while my favorite era of Country Coaches starts about 2005, this is a very solid 2001 Country Coach. Go ahead and take my shoes off because that carpet looks like it's still brand new from the factory. Sofa, original. Someone's taking care of it. The recliner probably could be easily replaced. Looks like we have a bad shade there. Somebody's upgraded the intake on the ACs to the RV silencer. I did that too. I like this dinette and the solid wood on the wainscoting right there. Very similar floor plan that I am a little bit familiar with, but I'm more jealous of this desk bench area. Yeah, that's a really nice area. And you get the triple windows right here to look out of, assuming that, you know, you fix that shade. Entertainment center cabinet right up there. TV right above the driver. Yeah, very familiar with this floor plan. You got the Bulls lifestyle. I'm sure the display doesn't work on that one. I think the air leveling works. Oh, we probably have to turn the batteries on. Does it work?
Beginning systems check. Low fresh water storage.
Let's see.
Check complete.
All right, that's enough. Black water, gray water. I mean, it's pretty cool.
Beginning system.
No, stop. Inverter. Fire it up. Ooh. Think the generator's gonna fire up. Fired straight up. 1,960 miles on it. What about the leveling system? It's got the standard wear on the buttons, on the membrane switches like you would expect. Do it a second time, let's see if it starts to level. Hydronic heat controls, battery boost, missing the collar on there. See if this flips over once we get generator power coming through. Fired right up once it clicked over. That system's still working. That's really cool. I've actually seen somebody that put a lot of effort into removing the overhead area right there, relocating everything. Well, now that we got the generator going, let's see, cool. All right. All right, so we do have a little bit of seal creep right here and there. These are CG windows, and over the dinette booth, CG windows with a little bit of seal creep. Familiar with that? I'm familiar with that too. Yeah, a little bit more over here, a little bit more over there. I do have a video about fixing that. It's not too big of a job. You do it yourself. It's a big job. Who am I kidding? Stainless steel, right? Or, stainless steel. The stained glass. I think it might have aged better than I thought it would have, because it's starting to look a little bit more Art Deco-y than 90s country. This has floor heat using a brand new. Oh, wow, I'm a little jealous on that one. What? So we have in-floor heating under the tiles here. Solid surface Corian, there's a little bit of damage right there. AC just kicked on. A little bit of cracking right there. Sealant's a little bit cracked. Might be a little bit of movement in the backsplash. It wouldn't be a 2000s or a 2001. It didn't have beveled mirrors on the backsplash, but somebody has upgraded the convection oven. Cabinetry looks great. Yeah. So the galley's on this side. It's got a Princess propane stovetop. It's a lot of countertop space. The washer and dryer has been moved up to the kitchen area. This does not have hydronic heating for the water heater though, which is weird because it does have hydronic heating. So I think it has probably a Hurricane hydronic heat in the back. I think that's what was going on with this era. We'll have to take a look when we go outside. Let me try to find the slide out room switch so we can at least take a look at that. I'm trying to remember where they put it. Normally they were right here. I'm gonna have to figure it all out. Give me a second, guys. All right, so I'm dumb. I do remember it being right here.
Before moving room, check area around slide out room for adequate travel clearance. Be sure coach is level.
Are you done?
Adjust driver's seat to the forward upright position.
Are you done?
Close exterior compartment doors below slide out.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I found another thing wrong with it. Which is a pretty common problem with a HWH hydraulic slide out room. That switch probably went bad on it. This does have a rudimentary silver leaf system on it. It looks like the screen cracked right there, but it is working. So that's pretty cool. It looks like somebody has updated the radio to a Valor flip out screen. Looks very like a rebadged Pioneer system, but again, this is why I didn't like the flip out screens. They flop around too much. So I'll go ahead and put that back away. I'm sure the TPMS system's not working on that either. All right, let's do the all-important leak test on the ceiling above. This Ozite material will usually tell us if there's a stain. Looks like they decided not to put some puck lights right there, right there, or they relocated them. Not sure about that choice there, Country Coach. All right, so no stains right there. Here's the skylight. Maybe at one time, tiny little bit of a stain. Don't have to worry about an obsolete rounded shower door that's going to fall off. And let's go back here. Again, you might see a leak around the ACs, but I'm not seeing anything. So it looks like the closest thing to a leak I saw was going to be at the skylight. Not too uncommon, but it doesn't feel rotten. You can get some spray on there that'll get rid of that stain if you try hard enough on the internet to find out. Original badge here from Country Coach. Crazy. I like that. So this is model 400 Indulgence. Even the mounts for the awning are easy to get to, a little bit better than Beaver Motor Coach gave us. Continuation of the stained glass back here, and obviously they took off the original tube TV that would have been in there. Not seeing any right under the windows there. Got some carpet wainscoting underneath the window. North-south bed, kind of what a lot of people are going to be looking for now. And man, I don't know. Even this bulkhead cover, I think, is original, which is nice because if you are walking around the bed, you don't want to be banging your head on cabinetry. And you have your closet right there with the mirrored closet doors. I feel like we've seen this floor plan on this Magna a number of times. And I guess if you wanted to hard enough, you might be able to get an RV King in here You have a little bit of space on the side there and a little bit of space on the side right there. But of course, this will flip open, almost like a Ford Travel, and give you a lot more access to the engine bay. Ugh. Underneath right there. So I'm pretty jealous about that access too. You got a safe right there. Man, this is done really well. So far, I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing. Now, Doug did not ask me to do an inspection on this, but toilet seat could probably use to be replaced, and probably the original toilet that was here has been changed out. I don't know why manufacturers did that for the custom toilets, but I do like it is a porcelain toilet. No rod on the walls there, and somebody has upgraded this vent to a Max Fan Deluxe. An older one, but it checks out. No leaks there either. And really, this is a pretty nice bathroom floor plan too. You get a lot more countertop space in here. Obviously, you don't get a second sink over here in the water closet, but the water closet itself is pretty wide. You have a lot of space in here with some storage space above. Somebody's upgraded that faucet. A little bit of finish peeling on the wood. This was in Florida, so they get a lot more moisture there. And the shower is a one-piece fiberglass surround. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pop inside here, and 6 foot tall. It's a little bit smaller than my corner shower that I had, but very manageable in here. Yeah, gonna have to duck, not to hit my head. Now, one thing I probably didn't point out, we walked right past, is it looks like it's a brand new Samsung refrigerator. I mean, like brand new. I think they just started coming out with these. I don't know if I have a date here or not. March of 2023, so pretty new. That's a cool upgrade somebody got. Even around the fantastic vent that's original, no water leaks. And for those that are wondering, you do have a dressing closet right here in the bathroom, dresser drawer space down below. I don't know if I would have preferred that in there, or vice versa, or a pantry all the way up to here. But more countertop space is always better, in my opinion, on an RV. I'm assuming that there's probably a table leaf for this. But I do like this. I like this a lot. Now, before we go outside, yes, these roof ACs are blowing cold. Let's go ahead and turn the engine off. Let's see if the awning works, huh? Overall, I'm pretty impressed with this. Yeah, it's a little bit dirty. It's a little bit dated. A little bit of love and care, and I think this will look very usable, but the amount of floor space you have in here should make almost everybody jealous, especially because you don't have a slide out room on this side that you have to worry about tripping under as you go over across the slide out room. I'm gonna go ahead and put my shoes back on, and we'll do a quick little walk around on the outside and of course the roof. Because I think, if my memory serves me right, when I was back there is a ladder to get on that roof. And it is a gel coat fiberglass roof. All right. Take a look at this. Telltale docking lights from Country Coach. We'll see if the doors are delaminating, and these are older doors, so they don't have to delaminate. Okay, we got the basement pull-out section right here. It's loaded up with a lot of stuff. That's a big pass-through storage bay right there. It looks like the electrical access has been hidden away. Inverter breakers are up there. 2001, 2002 was a pretty big era when it comes to RV builders. That's a big storage bay, and it does pass through the other side. They started making a lot of different design changes. All right, little struts on this door. Looks like they got ripped off, and we got a little bit of water in the door. But another cross bay storage right there. Hopefully this is propane. All right, there's a propane tank. It does have a propane water heater. Of course, you could update this one to a tankless water heater at this point, because it is propane. Let's see on the batteries. So we have two. I don't know if those are 4D or 8D. Looks like AGMs. I don't know. They might be. I don't see any tags on them. And then two 8D for the engine starting batteries. Let's see what this one's like. Oh, okay, so it didn't have an Oasis. This has a true Webasto burner that you'd get on a bus conversion. Wow, that's a huge upgrade. That's a big expense. And still has a Freedom 458 combi inverter on there. Those things are actually pretty bulletproof. Looks like we have new filters down here, so they have been maintained. Battery disconnects. Yeah, this definitely screams country coach. We even have the oil tank with the pump. Put oil into the engine compartment, or the block, engine block. I didn't think those were quite that old. All right, let's take a look on the roof. Oh, hey buddy. Did I scare you? All right, so somebody has done a roof coating on it. Looks like it's an acrylic roof coating. And I would say that's probably why the bedroom AC wasn't operating. So it's kind of held together with hopes and prayers. This is a very solid roof, guys. I don't like using loom on roof for this reason. It just does not handle the sunlight very well. And let's see. I'm not seeing cracks on the skylight, but this does look like maybe they knew it was a little bit of a problem up here. There's the new Fantastic Fan. There's the new Max Fan Deluxe. So let's see, the whirly birds on the sewer vents are less whirly birdy. That sewer vent probably needs to be replaced. The plastic is very oxidized. And you know, they came out with stamped aluminum vents that I've been a big fan of those. So I'll probably be switching to stamped aluminum on those sewer vents. And let's see, we have 1, 2, 3 solar panels on here. I'm sure I would replace that fantastic vent, but I'm not seeing any cracking around the base. But the inside looked pretty rough. See, it looks a little bit rough there too. I assume at some point somebody's replaced this roof AC. Yeah. Winegard Traveler on the front. That CB antenna or radio antenna seen better days. And looks like we're missing our cover for our trumpets on our air horns. But wouldn't you know it, the wind sensor isn't broken on this one. This is a true seamless gel coat fiberglass roof on here. The coating, I would have preferred they didn't do acrylic on it. I would have preferred a different coating, but you could probably wire brush that off and start over. If you're going to do that, you start taking off a lot of components you don't want, like that TV antenna, probably that satellite dish. Switch out and upgrade the solar panels, replace those vents, probably new skylight, new Dometic AC, and probably some new clearance lights. But the bones here are strong, like crazy strong. You have Zipty window awnings, Zipty slide out topper that turns into a window awning, and even the fabric. Oh, this has been replaced at some point. This is not the original fabric. Wow. Previous owner's been keeping up with this, all things considered. All right, so 2001 Magna. Roof doesn't look too bad. Could use a little bit of updating, but overall, pretty solid. I could easily say this AC has been in Florida, though. You don't see that too much in Arizona. And I'm not a big fan of this ladder because the standoffs are very short, so your toes hit the cap. Oh, look at that. It's from Beaudry RV. Remember Beaudry? They were my fallback plan. All right, so we saw that it did have a side discharge radiator. Only one slide out room. It is hydraulically driven. And it looks like these are probably decals, right? No, this is paint. Cool. So if you had the time, you could probably just scuff this up and re-clear it. And I think these colors would look really good even in a modern setting. All right, so in the basement here, pretty standard Country Coach basement. In fact, probably a little bit better because there's less plastic in this one. Ooh, I'm jealous about that. Got a power cord reel here. Out and it's working. A lot of nice stuff in there. There's that cross base storage, and of course there's a support right there. Reminds me of a 4-travel. And these are nice solid metal handles. So this will come out this way too. And let's see. All right, so this one originally had that big plexiglass armor on the front of it. They had standoffs right there. If you were a service technician, you hated them because it was a pain to get the generator out. Let me see if I can't get the generator out. All right, you guys didn't see me jam that right there. You have to hold that switch to unlock it so that the generator will unslide. Quiet diesel, 8,000. Whew. The lock works really well. Perfect. I don't know. I'm gonna say, so far what I see, this is kind of a winner. I'm not sure what Doug's asking when it comes to price, but he says it's the cheapest one on the market. So he might be looking to make a deal on it. A little bit of wear down here. We could probably use some ski covers, but it's not rotten, it's just wear. Seals look good. I don't know. Looks pretty good. I don't know, guys. Doug didn't send me out here to do anything other than take a look at it and share it with you guys. I asked him what he's asking for it, and he didn't have an answer for me. I could see if I hadn't just got rid of my own motorhome. This is a nice motorhome to build something out of. Depending on what he's asking for it, this is probably the best motorhome on the market to build your own personal RV out of. Incredibly solid build from Country Coach. One of the best roofs you're going to have, even compared to a modern RV. One slide out room, a pretty stout and well-built chassis, new tires, and really the sky's the limit with something like this. Am I being convinced that I'm ready for another project motorhome? Not yet. Though of course I guess it does depend on how much Doug is asking for it. All right, Doug.
Yes,
I just
sir.
walked everybody through that 2001 Magna, 40 foot, right?
Isn't that cool?
I liked it.
I just thought it was a cool coach. The guy's got some use out of it. You asked me earlier how much I wanted. I declined to answer, but I think I just quizzed you on that coach. Hopefully you showed the people the negatives. Hope you weren't shy.
I tried not to be too shy.
Okay, there you go.
I think it's very solid. It needs a little bit of love, a little bit of care, but
Yep.
I've seen a lot worse.
We drove it here from Florida. A couple of the guys used it this summer a little bit, not a lot, and they really enjoyed it. It gave them some experience, so I'm willing to sell it to somebody at a deal.
At a deal? What are you
Yep.
thinking?
30 grand?
30 grand?
Yep. As is, where is, I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to detail it. Everything that you said was wrong with it will still be wrong with it, and maybe some more stuff when they come pick it up. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
But I think it's, what was it, rear air conditioner, right?
Right.
Maybe a previous water leak in the skylight, but I don't think it's leaking now. How'd the roof look?
Roof looks really good, nice and solid.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I couldn't get the awning out. I think a slide out switch is probably bad.
you
Busted, a little bit of wear on the slide out floor.
There you go.
Otherwise, I think it's a very solid solid build there. I got nothing else to say. At $30,000, it seems like a buy to me. I'm not going to think about it anymore. So somebody hopefully buys it from me so that I don't come back and buy it from you.
I think that's the safe number if I take it to the auction and sell it. I think that's probably what it brings at auction.
Fired up, engine fired up, no problem. Generator fired up, no problem. Drove it from Florida all the way up to Kentucky. I think there's a lot to be said about that already.
I think it's a great coach.
I think so too.
I think it can be a great coach for somebody. It needs a little bit of love, as you said. So
It's got a good RV VIN number on it. Insurance going to be easy to get on it.
there you go.
You don't have to build your own coach at this
You
point.
mean they can find the VIN number on the coach?
No, I was talking about schoolies or building your own RV.
Oh, I got you.
Don't try to get me in trouble.
No. All right, 30 grand. You could be the next owner.
All right.
As is. I want to make sure we understand what as is means.
As is.
Means I'm going to hand you the keys. I'll show you a few things, how things work. Buy at wholesale price for 30 grand.
30 grand. SewellMotorCoach.com.
Yeah. Call us. Email us.
It'll be
Text
fun.
us.
It'll be a good buy.
Yeah.
I think you don't want to keep it for the shop. Just use whenever they
I
want.
think we're going to pick a different coach for next year.
All right.
Introduce them to like a Tiffin or something we normally sell.
All right. Thanks a lot, Doug.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Doug. I was walking away, and you told me what?
Well, also I wanted people to know this is exclusive to your channel. This $30,000 as is deal. I don't even have this thing listed anywhere. Not on my website. Not on RV Trader. So if you're seeing it here, you have first shot at it. If you're watching this video a couple minutes in and you're looking for a $30,000 diesel pusher with a slide and what was the motor in that one?
C10. Cat C10. It's a heck of a deal just for the engine by itself.
Engine's probably worth $10,000 or $15,000.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So, if you're seeing it here, this is the only place it's listed for sale on the AZ Experts channel.
All right. Thank you, Doug. All right. Think it'll come in just as easy. Oh, you have to have the key on. It's enough of you.
Caution, before moving rooms, check area.
Be quiet.
Slide out
Shut up.
for adequate travel.
Ugh.
Be sure coach is level. Adjust driver.
I'm sure that somebody's voice is actually watching this telling me, hey,
Close exterior
don't tell me to shut up.
below slide out ready.
Beginning systems
Look
check.
at that. I didn't even notice you have gauges up there. You don't get gauges on RVs. For generators, only on buses.
Low fresh water storage. Systems.
Shush.
Beginning systems.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It's enough. I think there's an awful lot to be said about an engine that has 176,000 miles on it too. It's proven itself. The chassis proven itself. The transmission has proven itself. These aren't daily drivers. Those engines and transmissions are supposed to be used for industrial construction work, fleet work. 175,000 miles for them isn't too much. I think it's probably better for them. I could be talked into this one. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Bye. He gave me the keys.